Welcome or welcome back, beautiful souls, to the channel. I'm Shika, your conscious mentor, medicine woman, and Reiki master. Today, I'm going to be going over the top things to do if you are seeing the angel number 555. Maybe you're seeing it on a license plate, you're seeing it every time you look at anything numerical, and this number is following you. This video is going to really go over what you can do to work with the energy and what your guides are trying to tell you. If you haven't checked out my other video that I did a few years back on the angel numbers, I suggest you going and checking it out. Maybe I'll link it up here for you guys. This video will go over just breaking it down, and then this is like what you do when you see the angel number to really understand what your guides are trying to tell you. So before we get into the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, put notification bell so you do not miss a video. And if you feel more called to go deeper into your healing, don't forget to add yourself to the email list so you can be reminded and know in the community what offerings I have, such as retreats. What else do I do? One-on-ones and teaching programs as well for healing and the healers of the new earth, which is exciting. And let's get into the video. So I am going to pull some cards because I feel like when you pull cards, it gives you more of a visual perspective, and I'm a visual learner. I don't know if anyone else is as well, so it's going to be really helpful for you. So let's go into the angel number 555 and what you need to know. So the first thing that you need to know and do when you see the angel number 555 is remembering that this frequency is of change, and your guides are kind of communicating with you as you are in a time of transition. So the first thing is to surrender to the moving parts as you are in this time-changing period. A lot of things are shifting so quickly, and in this time, it's not a time to plan things, more just a time to shed. So if you work with totems or animals, I would highly suggest you connecting with the serpent. Serpent is the totem for shedding, the totem of shedding what you need to let go, what is no longer serving you. And whenever you feel like you're in a space where you kind of feel overwhelmed, or maybe you don't know what to do next, call in the totem of the serpent and it will help you. This allows us to also connect deeper with our emotions, which when we're going through change, it can be so easy for us to just hold it all in because we feel like everything is being taken away from our reality, but it's not being taken away. Rather, your spirit guides are telling you with the angel number 555 that you're actually getting rid of these energies because you're shifting into a higher frequency. You're shifting into a new path. You're shifting into a new detouring, kind of a new space of your life. Maybe this is something that you've never experienced before, and it's going through the evolution of your awakening. Like, you've realized the awakening and the change, and now it's like the moving parts in the human dimension is starting to move, but it's kind of it's different. And I think that's why your guides are telling you the number one thing to do when you are seeing the angel number 555 is surrendering to the moving parts as you are changing so much at this time. And also another thing that's coming up for me is giving yourself time to rest. So as I'm talking to you, I'm going to see if I have any cards I can pull, but giving yourself time to rest, because this is the time that you need to give yourself, as I said that, guess what card came out? The wolf card. Winter, hibernation, so going inwards. This is not a time of doing. Like I said, winter is a time of like resetting. Nature is going to sleep. The bear is hibernating. The insects are hibernating until the spring and the frost comes. So really asking yourself what parts of your life is being asked to hibernate and just be on pause. Because right now, anything that you do manifest, anything that you do, you're going to have yourself redoing it because there's so many changing parts. And why give yourself a harder time? So workaholics, don't resist it. Take care of your needs. That's what is needed for you. This is physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. What are the needs that your body needs to allow yourself to harmonize throughout this change? Ask yourself that. Add it as a shadow work prompt. Is going to help you a lot. The second thing that you can do when you are seeing the angel number 555 is allow yourself to embrace more of your feminine energy until getting a green light to act. Bring flow and imagination. So this one's really saying that, again, this is not a time to do things. This is a time to just be in your emotion. What is feminine emotion? Let's talk about that a little bit, because I know a lot of you guys have different perspectives on it. Feminine divine energy is the energy that is connected to the sacral chakra. It's the part of us that feels things. It's the part of us that releases in such ways, such as crying, such ways as is laughing, such ways as, shaking or moving of the body. What is a way that your body releases or moves those energies? Like if you think about animals, when they're shocked, what do? They shake their feathers. So humans can also have these responses, but when we're told in an environment not to do that, then things shift. So I have 3 cards that came out. We have Mending, okay? Mending card. This is an ancestral card. So whatever changes you're going through, what Spirit's trying to tell you is that the changes that you're currently going through in this 555 frequency may be related to an ancestor. Maybe they've also had this experience. Specifically, this is feminine. You see the daughter and the mother. So any daughter-mother relationships is especially point for you. But yeah, this is really just telling you, like, connecting with that energy. Sorry, there you go. Connecting with that energy, mending and weaving and changing the journey for everyone else. There's 5-2. There's a 5 on this one. So 5-2 is action, and 5 is really just like change. So what it's telling you here is what you can do in this time of change, as you are resting, is really allowing yourself to embrace. That's the action you can do. Embrace emotion. So let's read this one because I really love this number, and I think it's going to be really helpful for you guys. So forgiveness, making amends and healing an argument. Is there something that you need to forgive in order for you to receive this changing? Do you need to forgive yourself so you can bring more compassion, more love to yourself? Or do you feel like you need to forgive someone else? Remembering that we have to forgive ourselves first before we are able to forgive other people. So each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding the integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to a very thing that needs to be healed. So what is something that you are blocking yourself from healing? It could be pain, it could be memories, it could be echoes of your own voice or other people's voice, it could be resentment, it could be arguments, whatever it is that's rehearsing in your head. This is a time for you to let it go. Now is the time to mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of old hurts. This is why we have the take time to rest, take time to hermit, because in interceptive, in sacredness of silence and solidarity, we can allow ourselves to really come in and force ourselves to sit with it. And if we don't, we are then bypassing the angel number 555. This is why you're seeing it everywhere. If you're not tuning in, if you're not listening to the message, and you're not allowing yourself to be in that type of sacredness. And that's why I say meditation is receiving message. It's that receiving, when you're out and you're doing about your thing and you're asking questions and you're communicating with people, you are communicating also with the universe. And in doing that, then you create a frequency to attract you, which is the angel number 555. So as you're moving things, whether it's subconscious or consciously, this is really telling you that now you're kind of getting to a point where there is this sense of peace that your soul is calling you to do. And in the angel number 555, it's changing to allow your soul to be in peace, right? To allow yourself to be in peace with your emotions, to allow yourself to express your emotions that maybe your younger self didn't allow to do, or maybe your teenage self couldn't do it, or maybe there was someone that made you feel unsafe to do it. This is a time that you get to go back to that memory. And a great shadow work activity is do a meditation with yourself at that point, like that age. Visualize yourself in that age, in that scenario, and rewrite it. But before you rewrite it, forgive them and listen to them and ask them, like, what do they need to heal? What do they need for closure from this chapter, from this memory, from this hurt? And in hearing them first before just putting affirmations and trying to shut them off, because that's what we're doing. We are allowing them to be seen. We're allowing them to be heard. And in doing that, the angel number 555 is we're changing the way that we allow ourselves to sit with our emotions, sit with all beings of ourselves, even when that part of ourselves we are shedding, because before we shed that, we need to forgive. So set yourself free. What are you holding yourself back from freeing yourself from? And this is why the emotional card comes up. We also have the soulmates. So some of you are probably seeing the angel number because this is change of relationship. This could be that you are committing deeper in your relationship right now. Maybe your partner has seen a different way of how they want to commit in the relationship. Maybe you want to commit differently. On the other side of that, maybe there's a change that you're no longer feeling fulfilled in the relationship. Maybe you recently went through a breakup, or you're currently going through a breakup or divorce. This is an opportunity for you to set yourself free from something. Set yourself free from truth of saying what your needs are and communicating that with love, or setting yourself free by saying, I can let go and I'm having an ending right now. And if you're seeing 555, 999, or any nines, that's probably a connection with that. If you're seeing 555s and ones and zeros, that could be also a connection of like the relationship coming into a commitment, and changes. And that could be, you know, maybe having a child now, or maybe not having children, or shifting what your needs are in your relationship. This is a time to think about, not do, but think about how you want to communicate your needs after sitting with your own needs on your own. And that is all done through the emotions. So the soulmate card is beautiful. It's 41. We add that together, that's 5. So I love how every card I pulled has a 5 frequency. And also it's really telling me, allow yourself to be taken care of. For those of you who felt like you had to kind of rough it out and you couldn't trust people to hold space for you, this is an opportunity to ask and to receive from your partnerships and relationships. Ask for help, ask for a leg up, ask for all of that, because they want to give you love. You know, when we reject someone's love, we're rejecting something. Like, who wants to be rejected love? If someone gave you something that you put a love and intention with, the angel number 555 is telling you we can't reject people's love, right? It's we can create boundaries, but rejecting love is like rejecting love from ourselves too, because we feel like we're not worthy to have it. So the angel number 555 is going to force you to receive and be really in your feminine, be in your flow, not doing. It's about reflecting and just being and going day by day, you know, not putting pressure and looking at the future too much, because so many things are moving parts right now. And like I said, then you're just going to have to redo the things that you're doing in this stage of your life. The last thing that you need to do, if you are seeing the angel number 555, is that scripting what new life, I need to read my notes here, scripting what new life your higher self is channeling for you. So as you have this time of solidarity, as you have this time of calmness, and this is where this last card that came out, deep knowing, you're able to give yourself a deep knowing. And if there is a full moon around this time, you're going to get that last piece. Okay, so if you're getting a full moon around that, tune into the knowledge of change. You know, that moon's going to represent change for you. It's going to ripple that, maybe that last piece of change for you. I want to see if there's any other cards that's coming out in terms of higher self channeling. Oh, we got 3 cards. Okay, so the fates. Again, stop planning. I can't trust the process. Change, I know it's uncomfortable for you, but this is just really just saying fates, like trust the process. This is not a time for you to do. The other card you got is to the sea. Again, trust. Let the ocean to the emotions follow and flow with you. You know, and there's a lot of water elements here. So I just want to say, is there anyone who's a water sign? If you're a water sign, this is specifically for you. And if it's eclipses tend to be more intense for fixed signs. I find for water signs as well, because they just, the flow and you know, if you think about the moon actually is, you know, affects water. We are over 70% water. So that tells you a lot. So here's just saying, you know, allow yourself to flow. Let's read this card. It's number 7. And let's see what we have for 7. Being in flow. Return to the source. Recognize your pieces fit together and natural patterns of the event. So it's like about allowing things to understand when you can be in a pause state. You can see things settle, right? It's like almost if you were to see a storm and you're trying to prevent the storm from happening, what's happening is you're actually preventing something that is going to destruct anyways, that's going to create chaos. So just let it settle, let the tornado settle, and when it does, then you can clean up, then you can look at the bigger picture. But until then, if you do it in the middle, it just doesn't make sense. So angel number 555 also represents message in the bottle. So you're going to get a lot more messages. If you're seeing 555, most likely you're seeing a lot more other angel numbers. I always get this with a lot of people, even myself. So we have the crane. The crane represents like inner wisdom, deep inner wisdom. And again, I'm feeling a lot of angels and guides with you, a lot of ancestors with you. You're going to get like a call. You see the bottle has like a phone in there. There's going to be like a call that you will not be able to reject. I hope you guys can hear me because there's construction outside. But there is going to be a call that you will not be able to reject. It's going to be so deep that you can't avoid it. And this is kind of again, we have 15. Ooh, another 5 here. Message in the bottle. Wait for the messages that your spirit guides are going to give you. So let's read this one for you guys quickly. This one is communication, a sign of the Clendon, which is an ancient spontaneous oracle delivered innocent by the speaker, pointing the way that you are in your highest good. So again, allow yourself to really activate your throat chakra. chakra is a great chakra to work with if you're someone that has a hard time communicating your boundaries during change, or allowing things to just not have structure. If you're a structure person, this is probably a hard time for you because you like to work a lot, you like to have things a certain way, and this is Spirit's like really forcing you to rebalance into your feminine and then overall balance everything after this stage of your life. The angel number 555 also represents unfinished symphony. So some of the things that you're changing and you're shifting maybe has been something that you've healed before, maybe something that you've done in the past, and now it's like you're in a different stage of your life where you can actually finish the healing, finish what you need to do, finish what you need to see within that. You also have an eagle here, which is like perspective, changing perspective. I love this so much. And if you think about music, music is emotional, it's feminine, right? So listening to the inner music of your soul, listening to the inner sounds, the inner messages, a lot of communication cards. So this is telling me that this change is teaching you how to re-communicate in this new stage of your life and transition, and how to communicate what you want, how to communicate your needs, so in your relationships, and the relationship with yourself, most importantly. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was fun to pull out these cards and just share with you more of the frequency of the angel number 555. Let me know what resonated with you down below, but also let me know if there is another maybe angel number or another video, like a type of video or angel number you would like me to cover, sharing with you what you need to do with it, because I have hundreds of videos here on angel numbers and I'm thinking of doing more. So if you guys could suggest down below, that would be really good, and then I can look at them, and I would love to do videos for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, put notification bell so you don't miss a video, and if you want to learn more about the offerings that I offer, add yourself to the email list. I do retreats, I do medicine ceremonies. I also do one-on-one healings, and when they are open, you can always check them down below so you can be the first to know. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.